Are you ready for the perfect summer dish? Today we're making Japanese somen. And somen is a thin chilled noodle. It's always served with a really refreshing sauce. And today we're gonna make the noodles and the sauce. Sauce is gonna take a little bit of time, but it's well worth it. And it's perfect on these hot summer days. So let's get started and make us some somen.
Okay, so first we're going to show you the ingredients to make your mentsuyu or your dipping sauce. So we're going to need soy sauce, we'll need mirin, we'll need dried konbu, and we're also going to need some dried bonito flakes. So the first step in making our sauce is we're going to make dashi, or a soup stock. So we're going to take our konbu and we're going to place it in a pot of water, and we're just going to let it sit there for about 30 minutes. And after our konbu is rehydrated, we're going to turn on our heat to our water, bring it up to about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and this way we're going to be able to take the flavor from our konbu. Konbu is also going to add a lot of umami to our dipping sauce. So after a short time, just take the konbu out of the pot, and then we're going to add our other ingredients one by one. So first we're going to add 6 tablespoons or 90 milliliters of soy sauce. And then for some sweetness, we're going to add 6 tablespoons or 90 milliliters of mirin. This is a sweet cooking sake. Now the next step is our last step in making our dipping sauce. So take all of your bonito flakes and just put them into the pot. Try not to spill any while you're doing this. And I have about 11 grams of bonito flakes here. Make sure that all of the bonito flakes have been mixed in and everything's been submerged into our sauce. All right, let that sit for a couple of minutes, and the bonito flakes are really going to give us this nice earthy and kind of smoky taste to our sauce today. After that, we need to drain our sauce. All right, so what I've done today is I've just taken a metal strainer or a metal colander, and I've taken some cheesecloth and I've just folded it over. And I'm just going to strain what we've been cooking. We want to make sure that we don't get any of the bonito flakes into our sauce. So that's why we're straining it like this. If you have a chinois, you can use that too. I don't, so I'm just going to use the cheesecloth like this today. And then what I'm going to do is try to pick this up. And this is really hot, but I'm still going to strain it and get everything into the bowl. Be careful, this is really hot. And now you can store this in your refrigerator, let it cool down, and you have your mentsuyu, which will last for about 1 week. Now finally, we're going to move on to making our noodles, which we have our somen, which is a really thin noodle. We'll need our mentsuyu, which we just prepared. And then we need some garnishes for our mentsuyu too. Now, traditionally, you want to put in ginger. Some people put in wasabi. And then I like to put in green onions. You can do anything you want here, but these are the standard things you put into your mentsuyu. Now the next couple of steps are going to go by pretty quickly, but we're just going to be cooking our noodles. And as I said earlier, this is somen. It's a really thin noodle, and typically we eat it in the summertime because we're going to make this noodle chilled, and then we're just going to enjoy this in the hot summer days. So making somen noodles isn't so difficult. All we're going to do is just bring our pot to a boil, and we're going to put the noodles into the water for about 1 to 2 minutes. These noodles cook really quickly, and the key point is we don't want to overcook them. We don't want them to be too soft. We want them to have some nice texture. And what we're going to do in just a minute after we're done cooking these is we're going to blanch them. And that'll stop the cooking process and also make our noodles kind of firmer. When we eat them, they'll have a nice elasticity to them. Okay, and as you can see, the noodles are cooked. So what we're going to do next is turn off our heat, and then we're going to blanch them. So after we cook the somen noodles, we have to cool them off. I ran them under cold water and washed them and made sure they really cooled down. This also washed off any extra starch. I put them in this bowl of cold ice water just to make sure they're completely cooled down. Now, as I said, these are chilled noodles, so we're going to transfer our noodles into our final bowl, and I have ice cubes in there too because we want these noodles to be cold while we're eating them. So put a couple ice cubes in a bowl of ice water, put your noodles in there, and we're almost ready to eat. Okay, let's finish this up. We're gonna put our green onions in our mentsuyu. We're gonna add some ginger, and we're good to go.
All right, so we made our somen. Let's give it a shot. We got our somen here, put it in our sauce. Remember, if you want more ginger, if you want more onions, if you want to put wasabi in it, that's all fine. It's whatever you like. Let's give it a try. That's really good. That's really refreshing on a hot day. So thanks for joining today. If you want to make other Japanese recipes, just remember to subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Just like that, we've eaten all of our somen. Enjoy. I do.